My name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Good morning, dear friends. Today we are going to discuss about Adivasis. Let us say the tribals are also referred to as Adivasis. You may have heard the term scheduled tribes. Scheduled tribes is the term used for Adivasis used by the Indian government in various official documents. There is an official list of tribes. Scheduled tribes are often grouped together which scheduled caste in the category scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Many tribals are not Hindus or nor Muslims, as is the case with most Indians. Many are animists that believe in spirits. Some are Christian, some tribes believe that having their picture taken will shorten their lives. Among tribes, the religious concepts, terminologies, and practices are as varied as the hundreds of tribes, but members of these groups have one thing in common. They are under constant pressure from the major organized religions. Some of this pressure is intentional, as outside missionaries work among tribal groups to gain converts. Most of the pressures, however, comes from the process of integration within a national political or economic system that brings tribes into increasing contact with other groups and different prestigious belief systems. In general, those tribes that remain geographically isolated in desert, hill, and forest regions or islands are able to retain their traditional cultures and religions longer. Those tribes that make the transition away from hunting and gathering and towards sedentary agricultural, usually as low status laborers, find their ancient religious form in decay and their place filled by practices of Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, or Buddhism. One of the most studied tribal region is that of the Santal of Orissa, Bihar, and West Bengal. One of the largest tribes in India, having population estimated at 4.2 million according to 1991 census. However, only 23,645 people listed Santal as their religious belief. According to the Santal religion, the supreme deity who ultimately controls their entire universe is Thakurji. The weight of belief, however, falls on a court of spirits who handle different aspects of the world and who must be placated with prayers and offering in order to ward of evil influence. These spirits operate at the village, household, ancestors, and subclan level. Among the evil spirits that cause diseases and can inhabit village boundaries, mountains, waters, tiger, and forest. A characteristic feature of the Santal village is carrot grove on the edge of the settlement where many spirits live and where a series of annual festivals takes place. A yearly round of rituals connected with the agricultural cycle along with the life cycle rituals for birth, marriage and burial at death, involving petitions to the spirits and offering that include the sacrifice of animals, usually birds. Religious leaders are male specialists in medicinal cures who practice divination and witchcraft. Similarly, beliefs are common among the other tribes of northeast and the central India, such as Kharia, Munda, and Oranon. Smaller and more isolated tribes often demonstrate less articulated classification systems of spiritual hierarchy. Described as animists or a generalized worship of spiritual energies connected with locations, activities, and social group. Religious concepts are intricately entwined with ideas and about nature and interaction with local ecological systems. As in Santal religion, religious spirits are drawn from the village or family and serve a wide range of spiritual functions that focus on a placating potential dangerous spirits and coordinating rituals. Unlike the Santal, who have a large population long accustomed to agricultural and a distinguished history of resistance to outsiders, many smaller tribal groups are quite sensitive to ecological degradation caused by modernization, and their unique religious beliefs are under constant threat. Even among the Santal, there are 3 lakhs Christians who are eliminated from the traditional festivals, although even among converts the belief in the spirits remains strong. Among the Munda and Aronan, the tribe groups in the Himalayas were similarly affected by both Hinduism and Buddhism in the late 20th century. Even the small huntings and gathering groups in the Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar Islands have been under severe pressures because of the migration of these areas and the resulting reduction of their hunting areas.